My dear children cannot scream while playing Roblox. I want to show you quickly how to find information in Thomas Jefferson's book, Notes on Virginia. So I'm just typing Notes on Virginia into my browser, and I'm going to pick the one that's docsouth.unc and open that. So this is Notes on Virginia. And some of the keywords to find the sections where he makes comments about people of color, you just click Control F. And for example, tremble, he at one point says he trembles when he thinks that God is just. And this is page 173, and this is his idea of how slavery will end. First of all, top of the page, he talks about how children become tyrants by watching their parents who are slave owners. And then he talks about the response of people who are enslaved to being enslaved. And he does have this idea that in a warm climate, no man will labor for himself who can make another labor for him. And he just kind of suggests that African Americans should leave the United States. However, in the minds of the people who believe these liberties are a gift of God, are not to be violated, but with his wrath. So remember that freedom was something that John Merritt and Phyllis Wheatley believed in very strongly. Jefferson says, I tremble for my country when I reflect that God is just, that his justice cannot sleep forever, that considering numbers, nature, and natural means, only a revolution of the wheel of fortune and exchange of the situation is among possible events, that it may become probable by supernatural interference. So he's indicating here that God would have to be on the side of people who are enslaved, because obviously this is wrong. So he will say in another point that slavery can only end with a violent race war. Now, another thing that he says is the very racist comment about the ardor of African Americans. And I can't find that. Let's see. When he's talking about people who are ardent, for example, we have to skip the French ardent. Okay, so on page 65, we have black people have less hair, yet they're more ardent. And the comment that he makes about, here's another comment where he talks about love between African Americans. They're more ardent, and this is the third use of this word ardent. More an eager desire than a tender, delicate mixture. Their grief is transient, meaning they aren't sad for very long. And he's talking about black people here in a very racist manner. An animal whose body is at rest. So let's see. And here is his comment about Phyllis Wheatley. Their love is ardent, but it kindles the senses, not the imagination. And God made Phyllis Wheatley a poet, but made Phyllis Wheatley. Religion made Phyllis Wheatley, I'm sorry, but it could not make a real poet. And the other section that is particularly racist, I can't find at the moment, but I will post it if I can really quickly. But just in general, that's how you find these words, these passages in Notes on Virginia using keywords. And another keyword, obviously, you could use is this word, which he uses 2 times. So that's enough to give you the idea of how you can find your evidence from Notes on Virginia.